Ayekoo most excellency Bishop. At some point in I'm emerging why all the children are Agyapa Rawlings. It appears the couple did a very good decision with merging their surnames to name their kids. Indeed, that family seemed to be very exceptional in the history of the Republic. But Fiawo Nana Kunedu life was the fact that she was so selfless, even though no tilted toward a particular political party at some point. But subsequently and later in her life, she demonstrated an all for all kind of personality. Yes, she Ghana political terrain now. She's one of the core integral NDC frontliners. At some point, he spoke truth to power when things were going so bad within the NDC, and at some point of forming a political party, he centered it so much around probity and accountability, but never had opportunity to lead the country. Yes, first women's movement. It was one of the few established movements in Africa where they advocated for women's rights. And I think in most of the interview or grant, she spoke in favor of women. And me there, one can say, no, for me the foundation there, even Abana Obako Inara, we decided at least 30% of when appointees will be women. And see, Nana Kunedu Agyapa Rawlings, we are so grateful for the good legacies wage, and we believe that future first ladies would demonstrate an even more glorious his impact was so much rubbed upon Her Excellency the former first lady, Rebecca Akufo-Addo. And see, Kunedu has had impact. But demonstrate an even more excellent character than Kunedu, because honestly we the former second lady, that is Her Excellency Samira Baumia. And I'm not surprised, because I when I will call KNUST, both of them were in Independence Hall. Both of them became SRC president. Nti Eshe Kunedu na Eshe Samira Baumia, they seem to have a lot of things in common. Rather Fanakra on Papa were no good legacies. Before I'm call lithium, no because of the mark Madopa, Mamon Clay, them issue on faith, then we can zoom. And then we can say the phone because I'm paying Monum Sobolo. Yeah, Monumi do her Mumpum Kakra. Bishop,
yes, sir.
Me, I will number bread the NDC if we want to be honest with ourselves. Ma nde Ghana or Korea, especially with our judicial face, or ya kaya de agrudi rebem dudu. Now agruda or rebem is quite obvious, because yes, Ghana hena mamra yidbo manana. Aben biara obano oyi ne sabi lawyer penyin. Say ye kada lawyer penyin your lawyers are who Ghana, binum di individual cases, binum di corporate cases, business na ze. And it say man Ghana ye lawyer ye jini de yidi or ye aban lawyer. Mo biara hwehwe no hoy de the me impanu su na ban, especially kwana offer the northern hwedi wo bogom no. It should be exceptional and then very strict by the standards of the law. And because on Namaka de Dodo Naraboshan Wenya inspiration as lawyers are once worried and worry fulfill. But quite unfortunate for us, in the last about Makan the best 6 months in Zerbe, in Yanaban lawyer penny, Nanamun to be or ya came there say, the fact that or politics in China. Dodo Nara auditimi mufonoso honadwen odirida agorfa embran because ne public approaches ni nara wa ka eda jama asem ba na tida ma hin nara embra akira hin no nyimpa no wodi kan de no ko asem di bia wo kohwehwe ne nsem o today bi no man akwanja manara so yeden oyi ne ho ano ana moboa because yemfa ne sa me ma allergy de awo bishop semfa na aye ade ABCD I mean oyame madwen oyame munhwehwem but menyim wo senti ana menyim ma also baka fa ho dem ma ami mat American oye nokwar ana onye nokwar otodo ebien dem ma amimpo metsene no nye dem exactly na osi ebi mpo anonyawo kra but dem na amimeten because we didn't say obi a ono so our friend bishop but this honorable man anche all there I mean or demonstrate such a precedent of the law no but powder what we see is rather a trial of the case. In fact otumekan wa akada jamanyin people why am jamo orekedem meanwhile na court biara nyeden ontina asem no podo. And we have had
because of Miss Magana different.
I mean sir most that's fine but sir most Magana here na our bishop na bia obi oretim no onko mra hu school ehwa nti say sabi onumpo oye nazi dama awuna ewo mbra no hu suehunu no you don't have to act that way. Yes, because Ghana ye nazi deminenti na abano no wa fa ne lawyer panyi onyim kwana o da wa yadze ne yi nza also baba na baye wonzi ye dema obiara pedo ye no I mean trying matters in the public domain tidema jama a hompo I mean podium no rekasa we don't know is the seat of judgment. It is never fair. But ma oye yawo ne attitude that we demonstrated so far when he there. He is not even prosecuting any case to the core. Oka pado kasani nareria. The next line of action has been so poor, very very poor. Shema kobnadu for ni case oye. At first, Oba Pado, so there was an agreement that he was going to pay 60%. He has paid the 60%. Your concrete has of that time not even made payment. But no papia bakachen the way triama wa jinado I then nasam no wa buego because or NDC Kwabena was a former finance minister, Kwabena Dufo wa contest as NDC flag bearer. Abonasem nego but at the time and they make a claim there which is 60% of ada offer or man Ghana minenti that channel no make it them payment.
Would it be okay if he change or maybe they ask him to divert his ways? How do you want it?
I mean nobody is beyond change. Okay. Chide be why now he came for that agenda.
Because it's for the state.
Yes.
And the state need our
He's
money.
not for himself.
The individual who
he's not for himself. Inti the damn case raised a lot of public uproar. But on if you know why they no focus akwake jina people of maybe the other political parties after free members of the political party no. And this time around it is a public trial on the podium. Wabra on your court because you are a lawyer, you are not a judge. And sometimes I begin to think there ebi washa do ruhunu do a judge. But he is not in this capacity. Gamriya Makade he would never be in this and of course he would never be in this capacity.
Public opinion is very strong.
No, you see, much as it is strong, it can be very wrong.
Okay.
Intina ya impetu for there. Baby adom nyinara kone ncheda ho no yeden. Otin. Anamoboa.
Ti meja wa na ewi abefa wo lithium.
Bishop Medasi.
Ma Gideon. Gideon, good morning.
Good morning, Bishop.
10 minutes here in Kakanka. So it's a topics in that I can do lithium issue and the Attorney General.
And I pay the Mfantseman from Confirma Mfantseman FM. Ejuma Funyinara na eti Funyinara. Na minchia NDC Ayekoo Bano Difo chairman na Pam Funyinara. Then Chas from Kuma MC na MP. Yamre nti mpede makasa pi mede mama nchia na doso. Na nano mata nkunwa. Yatunchia kese edemamo anapei. MP MC yampa bonyinara ne de onyankopon mane basa nye kese wo wondo. Obe busu ne san ompani nyinara ngu mfamaye.
Bishop
Nana kunedu Agyapa Rollins sabi waye nyankopon ne da yama abusuano yako yama NDC Ayekoo yako yama NDP Ayekoo nso yako demara yama Ghana mesiafo nyinara nso yakɔ osande maame yobia ɔhyɛ n'amanyɔsɛm amamu asen anamontu a otui nyinaran no ya anamontu a ɔde nkranhyɛ ede magana mesiafo na anamontu otui nyinaran na kyerɛ dɛ ɔredi ama Ghana mesiafo ehwɛ 31st December movement, women's movement or the by through them movement and the benya daycare centers across the country the membrane yɛbɛka dɛ na kukuduru a ɔwɔ ahofama a onyan dɛ ɔde bɛsom Ghana man titiru Ghana mesiafo na wɔn so wotum enya baby pa ejina ewo amambu mu yaka de yabɔ n'abado na yinim de ma ɔyɛ nyinara no Nyankopɔn bɛhyɛ ne nimyam ahyɛ ebusua no nso enimyam. Bishop onye nokware de Nana Kunedu Agyapa Rollins kɔtew amanyoku osande nna ɔkasa ewo NDC mu amanyoku ano wɔ mu dememre na na obiara ntin Nana Kunedu Agyapa Rollins kɔtew amanyoku osande onya akukuduru de as besia oba contest one sitting president at the time His Excellency the late J.A. Mills Atta Mills ono ne besia kan na kan bia wanti ono na okusi de maka na odi ncho na odi na obi nim mobile na nkasa se amanyoku nara a owom as NDC mpon wanya andop to akoto na amanyoku nti onye nokwar te dama Amos reka wa hade she spoke through to power ono na ndema bere nkoye wa amanyoku NDC a okokan no ma okoto na amanyoku. It is not true. There is no records like that. If there is any, Amos nyakwenya obotum aka na tifo eti. Attorney General Hunsensam Bishop Mamen kade Attorney General ompe kasabi nya kasabi na ope Attorney General nya kasabi na ope o se ehwe asoafo a omampanyin biara wa akwenya de oyi wona oye dem di bill ne pe in Ghana ya mamra constitution otudin article 88 na ekọ dem article 88 na ochrew jumedi sonko a oman ide ahye dem aban lawyer pin ninsa a all the odi na se wo de oman hye wonsa na greed besamin kuminya self-centeredness amede mankotin minime busua amede mankotin minima yonkofo amede mankotin minima amanyoku yensisa oman agyapaze mfensie yemfa kweti kwan bido na se urefide krata bi wo ho a wo frɛ ne constitution amamra ohyede se iwo abemu another efra abemu accountability or the yutum ibisa ode yumadi a yede hye wonsan Ghana Agyapazan na fado di chichire Ghana ma mfaso eba ma ame awo mmofra ma wo school da memory a yere kase wona wo guma wo redi wongwa wana muntu na tuin ebe mfaso na waba edi ama dem oman ana dem kron Mfantseman Amos rekasa osi Attorney General waire Amos botum nyakwenya na aka na etiefu ati wana ina krodwem oman di fitimra Attorney General sha se de ore twiga na fo di nature yere resetting intima orekodo wo oman ne mu ni ode oman ba biara ihum oreko mpempendo a yebefa oman ena mpempendo a yakodu wona wode oman ni sike bi di dwuma a wanfa kwampado a wode di dem dwuma wona wonam kwan bi do abo oman no kro no dream katasehye proi na kankan push up it is a Attorney General kade Ghana foi wo tu aba boom 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 de mai ni dem sasunti mo rekodu oman mu biara ye fa nkose sumaze imomo ode yetu anamo na obiara behu de mpempendo a yere koni amambu na yere chichiren bia ya free ina bia ye de koni minji ndi de Attorney General oye de made na wetia Ghana mamra bibiara ni amamre ma odaha emos nyakonya on chrem provision relevant provision bebia emos betum egbe ejina do de aka asem de Attorney General wetetia obinifa hodido. In any case emos awuna wa manyoku se mu feel there ma Attorney General oriyan wetetia obinifa hodido we bugana mamran enimtia or the assembly akodan court na narankasa nso atwa no ho abegina simpiedo medium nsem trofo oriton safra ho na narankasa read the assembly na mamran sene de betum aside for contempt emos so mu problem bi wo Attorney General na monto oruto no ho a the best thing is to cite him for contempt. You don't go and sit on radio and peddle falsehood. Nipa Attorney General don't want to go asem bia. Wabo nkwedu. Emo sore kasa o se de deni nyina mun Attorney General ombo biara mpo kwedu. Okay.
Not to completion.
Oh, completion.
I mean those that he's sitting on radio and talking about.
Obi ashe asamasi ewo court onye judge na otena asam no do judge na ohwe mesi ma asam no befa obeko na less than it's not even up to 9 months because aban na nkasa ye shase 9 months ni Attorney General wa appointing na o shase de orebo amanfo ko edun
so Gideon
mpocho se metu de man esi wo de asam no do
maybe suspended that you do mama tell do what I'm asking there pe baby ejina ehwa Attorney General no Marian or Boa case na there he's rather making the case weakened.
Attorney General in security agencies in Auditor General aswei why a collaborative work why you him in ori bogana farmers there me beka kire mo mri bia besen ko there dem nipai osimosi no ho afor for dwumadi bi ma ye susu there katase she proyi grim was fa kweti kwan bi do asesa oman sika anka ye tum disi aspiti.
Is he not compromising the investigation?
Why any investigations say we?
Letting the people know.
Why any investigations say we? One thing MP people want the money. Say Attorney General investigations are omba out meka ho asam. Ansa na obegina simpie do ato nsa friends them phone na wa conclude investigations nti se behwa na anu yara dia oye owie ya na oyi krata na odi kire nsem trofo there. These are the charges. In your investigations in ya. Oh, Nyabutal. In your investigations in ya. Me na some no bisa manano. In your investigations in ya. Intum improper charges against an accused.
Charges. Okay.
Pocho mechanic masa. Intimate man no erisi wo Attorney General na some no hon. Ma yara Canada. Dominic Ayeni or the Kobna Edubuahin. Ijina Semdibia. 8 years. Wana ena itum chire nitum eti hare kade obi akogina asem bia 7-6 months riboni pani ko edu de na ore ye ni nyina chire ye hu ne hu nsunsuado biara 7 months na won fa nchi obi mfanto anyway ye be hihye mra wo krodua im asema okoda court ɔkyɛr 8 years 7 years ne do betwa ɔbɛyɛ a thing of the past na yɛ ahyehyɛ mmara dɛ asɛm biara offer for amanyɔfo wɔn ho a ɔbɛba bɛda court ebia 6 months ebia 1 year ɔde wo di asɛm ni wie wama aban ansesa na amanyɔku bi amba abam na wambɛka dɛ oh dɛm nipa yi ɔyɛ ayɛ ho nipa nti asɛm na wɔredi no mpo no yɛafale nɔle pɔse kwa asɛm na mpo no aban nhyɛ dɛ ni interest wɔ nna sika a nka yɛbɛtum agye na yɛde abɔ man no ho bran sika na kɔdi nkɔfo bi wɔ nkyɛn nti Amos nyabotal 7 months yɛwɔ 4 years to go yɛntwa 1 year mpo yɛhyɛ wo bɔdɛ ntaa ma dɛm 4 years no ɔnkɔ awie yin nna ma attorney general ɔreyɛ yi watwe Ghanafo edi n'ekyi wama Ghanafo ehun dɛ saa na nkɔfo bi wɔ hɔ a yɛde ɔmo Agyapade hyɛ wɔn sa wɔn de sɛbi wɔn nɔ ne wɔn ebusua na wɔbɛdwen wɔn ho na wɔamɛdwen Ghana nkyirima ho.
That's it. But before I continue, I'm posing this question to all of you. We are one bomb answer because I'm also finding it difficult. The position of our OSP and the position of Attorney General, who is prosecuting for Ghana, because I am yet to find out. I want to know that who is prosecuting for Ghana, because we have heard of Ufuriata, the Papa Ufri. Offend them, Mano and I don't speak to me if you need
Mustafa.
Yeah, all of them. That's what was in the YB. So, young Pono, may assure they be able to more specific areas. So, Amos Bremnianko.
Yo, Bishop.
Yeah.
Which is that I mean, now,
and you are adding lithium.
Yeah, sure. Which is that I mean, now, when for the door where it's they are very much surprised, Kakra, about the position of the NDC with them Attorney General no hasemi. The fact today, Attorney General no or ye NDC in charge the Bribia Noria or the NDC for be defendo. Because adena impanere no so aba. Say bia waso abanka bakada aba waso oni ekor ebien na ebasa. Awa adwunu no orche Ghana for edi nature. Na say be Ghana for why ho adwunu okati impa kuru bi nature keke ana. There is no such a thing. Magana for hwehwen de year to na monor yeden or so aba nza Attorney General no so why na the office no there politics then he's not really living up to standard. But me brother the NDC ni kase mi nyinara enwu there why there it is a game plan there yereka when e di hinechi not for the purpose of the result me mden chobaka there Ghana free the chiri wa asam no ho but there it worry the way chiri I mean to what intent? Bishop Ebisa one. Kasa tintin sabi on top ponko. And I have said it. Them ma oriye yinara. Urban and NDC phone cases. We know how the cases have been discontinued. As some way to trade trado, Wabra Ghana has lost. Ghana Asher wo how Attorney General oriye nazio. And us say NPP phone worry bisa Bishop. Topics you order here in Monday. Or NPP phone worry bisa.
No.
Na nanoma hemfo media persons na adi oye hone yew oye hona memenfe wantase most manyama rekoi and they are asking but ebegina in the name of NDC eritwa infonyini bi asif